The lens of the GBN camera on Friday morning captured a number of teenage children in the courtyard. It was an observation that reminds one of a concern expressed recently by Attorney-at-Law Jerry Edwin.
And society has left it up to the police and the magistrates' courts to really deal with what is a structural family problem that has bourgeoned into a crisis. So we see that on Family Day in the magistrates' courts, 90% of the parents who are present representing children who have broken the law are mothers, no fathers.
The GUT leader's voice now adds to several echoing the same sentiment. In a recent interview with GBN, Jude Bartholomew, president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, said all stakeholders must act to solve this issue.
There are some parents, if the teacher, probably discipline the child, the teacher may not always be right in their circumstances, but there are parents who are reasonable. They will come in a peaceful way to solve and to think to trash out. But there are situations and instances where teachers, they are probably afraid to really and truly talk to the students or to solve the problem, because as soon you don't know what direction to tread. Because if you go too hard, sometimes you have one or two parents who just, venture into school and you see what is coming, coming in with family members. And I don't think there is an avenue based on the Education Act and the government of Grenada, the laws, to deal with certain problems in school and grievances.
He said even in schools, socially branded as good schools, acts of violence are happening.
We want the government, we want the union, we want society, everybody. So it's not just putting blame on what end, but whatever the problem is, we must come together to have a discussion. I would put on record here, sometimes these organizations that come internationally and they say they claim the rights of children, sometimes in a situation which is good, but sometimes they do in one sense more harm than good.
Bartholomew said Grenada remains a peaceful country as he draws comparison to neighboring countries grappling with major acts of violence. He said that students must also be responsible for their actions, as rights come with responsibility. Drawing reference to international laws that protect the rights of the child, he said some students remind teachers and even their parents of their rights, in some cases resulting in adults loosening their control. He said there must be a balance, because if this trend continues, it will get out of control, and that's not the direction we want Grenada to go. He said the GUT has put forward its concern about violence in schools to the Ministry of Education. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.